It's Rocco's as well as Ask Rocco Media's mission to bring you uncensored, unbiased, and unrelenting business information to increase sales and create the celebrity status you deserve.
Hey everybody, Rocco Castellano here, and today I'm going to be talking to you in my new studio here. I got my brand new whiteboard, and I'll even turn this way for you. I want to talk to you about a couple of different things because I just did a blog post about a bad boot camp model. Now, everybody thinks that I have something against Bedros and like Steve Hodgman. And I have to tell you, I really don't. I don't have anything against them personally. I have no beefs whatsoever with them. But the big challenge that I have with the actual business model of Fit Body Boot Camp is that it's broken. And anytime that I see something that's broken, and part of what I do as a coach, Ask Rocco Media as a coach, and me personally as your coach, has to help you, has to liberate you, has to be involved with making things better for you. So, with that being said, when I see something broken, I want to help fix it. Now, sometimes the biggest problem is that the people that I want to listen don't. And when somebody doesn't listen, sometimes you got to slap them in the fucking head. And, you know, if they don't want to keep listening, I don't know what to do except help the people that are suffering from their bad judgment or from their broken business model. So this is basically what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to present a series of videos specifically helping to fix that broken business model. Maybe they'll learn, maybe they won't. I really don't give a shit. I just really don't. But if you are a fit body business owner or a former business owner, I'm going to do you and I'm going to do the founders a world of good by helping you out. I'm not getting paid any money. My job, and I take it very fucking seriously, is to show my passion, to liberate people, and to do it in an entertaining style. And I'm going to confront your truths. The truth about Fit Body Boot Camp is the business model is fucking broken. That's all. Broken. So why don't we try to fix it? Now, do I have to be spending this time fixing somebody else's fucking problem? No, I don't. But I wrote that blog post, A Bad Boot Camp Business Model, specifically because I had 15 people. 15 people come to me to ask me how to break or get them out of that contract. Now, I can easily tell you how to do it, but I would rather actually fix the problem. I would actually want to help because, see, you know, the fitness world is a fucked up place. It's an absolutely fucked up place because nobody can actually get a real grasp of anything. It's literally retards teaching retards. There are blue-collar mindsets teaching blue-collar mindsets. You know, people are consistently afraid in this business. And they're trying to steal from everyone else, every other industry, and try to make it whole, but they're making decisions based on emotion, fear, guilt, and shame. And if you tell me that you're not, you're fucking lying. So, what I want to do is I want to try to help fix this business model. That's what I am going to do. Because if I don't do this, and I take a responsibility, for some reason, I don't know, nobody else will. So, here's the first thing that I want everyone who has really a broken business model to do. The number one thing is I want you to admit, number one thing, admit a problem. Number one thing, admit the problem. And then understand the problem. Once you admit it, it's like, the person that says, oh, I don't want to go to the doctor because you know what? He's going to probably tell me I'm sick. Well, if you're sick and you can take antibiotics or you have cancer and you can take chemotherapy, guess what? You can get better. There's a fucking cure. And there is a cure for this. But you got to admit the fucking problem. Admit it. Understand it. Know it. It's good. Feel good about it. People can make mistakes. Not everyone knows fucking everything. What is it? Why does everybody have to know everything? Why? Pedros, do you have to be the smartest motherfucker in the world? Husband, are you the smartest motherfucker in the world? You're probably not. I know I'm not. But I know that there's a fucking problem here. And that's the fucking truth. So admit that there's a problem. Realize that there's a problem. If there are people leaving your boot camp model, if they're leaving your business in droves, if there are people complaining and they don't want to pay you money and they don't feel that you have a value to them anymore, if you're not making a worthwhile contribution to their life, you have a broken business model. Admit the fucking problem. Admit it. When you do, the healing can begin. And we all want to fix. We all want to heal. If you don't believe that somebody shot you in the arm and you don't get it fixed, guess what? They're going to chop off your fucking arm. The second thing I want you to do is when you admit the problem, understand that problem. And listen. Listen to the people that you may have hurt. Listen to the people that don't believe that you're a worthwhile contribution to their lives. There's probably some pearls there. There's probably some easy fixes. All you have to do is listen. Take these two ears right here and listen. And when you listen and you actually take people's phone calls, you may find the answers to what the problem is. Okay? So admit the problem, understand, and then listen to where people are having a hard time with your brand, with your bootcamp, with your service, with your product, or whatever it is. Now, one of the biggest problems here is that you have to pay $10,000. Now, when you're promising somebody that they're going to make 120 to $250,000, $10,000 doesn't seem like a lot. It doesn't, because you can manipulate, you can tell people, you can sell people on the idea. I can sell anybody on the idea if they spend $10,000 with me that they're absolutely going to make $250,000. You know why? Because I've already done it. I have a blueprint. And so do you. So you can sell this easily. And then if you're telling somebody that they can make $120,000 a year minimum, obviously that's $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. So in the first month, you make your money back. But the problem is, that's not happening. You see, in the beginning of any small business, any business, there's going to be a transition. There's going to be a learning curve. There's going to be things that come up that you're not going to automatically make $10,000 a month. But if you hype it and you keep pushing and you keep telling and you keep saying, oh yeah, you're going to do it, you're going to do it, people believe that. And then all of a sudden, the first month, the second month, the third month, they're going, oh, first month, I only made $2,500. What the fuck? Second month, you know, you're doing human billboards. So you have 20 people coming in for free. That might not even be. You know, they're talking about $6,000 right off the bat. I have never seen that. I've never seen it. Maybe I'm fucking blind. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I got fucking blinders on. But that is reality. These numbers are reality. The second month, you might do $2,500. And the third month, you might actually break $3,500. These are normal and average numbers for any startup boot camp. If somebody's telling you that they're doing more, well, that's great. But that's not the average. That's not reality. You won't see $10,000 in a boot camp until month 8. So now you spent $10,000 and you're making $2,500. Well, it's probably $1,500, $2,500, $3,500, maybe $3,500. So when and where is this ROI going to take place? And then on top of that, you're spending $400 a month. $400 a month, and I have no idea why. Not one speck of why. I would want 1 million little elves, 1 million little gremlins fucking working for me, since I just paid you 10 grand, and now I'm paying you another $4,800 a year. So now in the first year, $14,000. And you know what? Let's just do the math. Let me take out my trusty fucking calculator. Okay? Because you know what? Let's just see this. Let's just say an average, right? An average, you're making $2,500, and that's on the high side. Okay? So let's go $2,500 times 12 equals $30,000. Yeah, let me put this up to the thing for you. $30,000. Just so that you don't think I'm fucking lying. Okay? $30,000 now minus 14,800, right? $14,800 equals, look at that, $15,200. Now, the average first year boot camp, I don't give a shit what anybody says, what anybody wants to tout, what anybody wants to fucking believe is going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to make $120,000. There is no way that you're going to make $120,000 first time out. Especially if you're, and now I want the founders to understand this, because you're selling a whole bunch of horse shit to people. You're selling at most a $30,000 to $60,000 business model for $120,000. What the fuck? So, you know what? I mean, when I was doing boot camps, I had 150 people in one class. 150 people in one class. And I was selling it for $99. Do the math. So, I had to get a lot of numbers. A lot of people in that door. But I was already a celebrity. I was on the radio. I was on TV. I had a syndicated column. Most of the people that are coming to Fit Body Boot Camp don't have all that. So, the problem here is that the franchise or the license or whatever the fuck you want to call it has got to do the work for you. If you're paying $10,000 and then $400 a month, the license or the franchise has to be doing the work, or you don't pay. When you go to Subway or you buy a Subway franchise, I would recommend you buy a Subway franchise. You're guaranteed to make $500,000 from one little fucking deli. In revenue, $500,000. And they're going to guarantee it, or they give you your money back. $30,000 to $60,000. That's the problem. Admit that problem. Tell people that that's what they're going to make. Because when you're telling people that they're going to make basically 6 figures. You keep saying 6 figures, 6 figures, 6 fucking figures. Doesn't work. The model doesn't work. Giving away 20 free boot camps doesn't make you $6,000. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Number one thing, admit the fucking problem. And then understand the problem. Understand the problem. And then listen, if somebody calls you, somebody tells you, I'm not doing this, it's not working for me, don't just spend 15 minutes trying to get them to pay you more fucking money. Sit down. Have a conversation. If you don't know the answer, get the fucking answer. Number one, admit the problem. Number two, understand the problem. Number three, listen to the complaints. Listen to the criticism. Understand what is going on. What is broke? Why is it broke? This is Rocco Castellano reminding you the least you can do is live up to your potential.